Hello guys, we are going to practice solving rational equations on Delta Math, and I'm going to show you a very easy way that you wish you would have known before I made you learn how to solve equations by hand. And we're going to use Desmos. So on Google, I'm going to type in Desmos, and this is a website that you'll be able to use on the test. So I recommend that you start getting familiar with it. And we're going to go to Start Graphing, and your screen should look something like this. In Desmos, you can type in multiple functions and look at their graphs. So let me type this in for us. We're going to type in 2 minus 3 times x, and to get the division symbol, I'm going to press the slash button. If you don't know which button to press on the keyboard, you also have this keyboard down here that helps you with that. And then I'm going to put x minus 10 in the denominator. Make sure that the x minus 10 stays in the denominator. Sometimes if we have trouble putting things in the denominator or numerator, put parentheses around it, and that helps. So as you can see, I graphed the first part of the equation. But in Desmos, I can press equals x. And if you notice, my graph completely changed. And it's because Desmos solves my graph for me. And if you notice here, this line is x equals 4. Maybe let's put it in a different color so that you can see. So as you can see, the blue line is x equals 4. And the green line is x equals 5, which represents the solutions to this equation. So I'm going to go to Delta Math, and I know that my answer is 4, 5, because this problem has 2 solutions. However, we have to be very careful because we are not allowed to type this into the calculator on the testing app that we will be taking. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to type in the top bar Desmos NC testing, and it's going to If you look at this web page right here, I typed in Desmos NC test version, and watch what happens when I try to type in that equation. Exactly how I did it on regular Desmos. If I try to type it into the NC test version, it does not work. It gives me this little warning sign, and as you can see, nothing came up. And this is the version I recommend you use, the NC test version, because that's the version you're going to be allowed to use on the test. And this equation, I'm going to only graph one part of it, and on a second line I'm going to put the other side of the equal sign, x. So as you can see, it gave me 2 different equations. And if we remember, the solution to solving a system, because theoretically we're solving a system, this is one equation and this is another equation on the left and the right, so that's why I put it into different ones. The solution is where the 2 lines intersect. As you can notice, you can zoom out, pressing the zoom out button. As you can notice, these 2 graphs are only going to intersect right here in the middle. And again, I'm using these buttons right here to adjust the screen. And if you click on it, Desmos gives you the points 4, 4, 5, 5. And we had discussed that the solution is 4 and 5 because that is where the red graph and the blue graph intersect, where the 2 functions intersect. And we know a system has a solution there. So keep that in mind when solving rational equations. You can always use this handy tool, but you have to put it in as 2 different functions. Good luck!